This article is from the U.S. News and World Report. The articles, on average, are easy to read, and they don't use esoteric vocabulary. They are just casual English, good to go, and it packs with a lot of good information. So let's find out what cheap stocks we should buy in the U.S. stock exchange. I have about $1,500 to spend in my U.S. account. So I'm interested in this article. 8 best cheap stocks to buy under $10. These investments come with all the perks of stocks trading for hundreds of dollars a share, but they won't cost you an arm and a leg. Cost you an arm and a leg. They won't cost you an arm and a leg. This article is by Wayne Duggan. Despite high risks, some stocks under $10 combine low prices with a strong performance. Finding high-quality investment opportunities among stocks priced under $10 is a challenge considering most companies with low stock prices have significant risks and uncertain futures. However, these are a handful of hidden gems that offer frugal investors a rare combination of affordability and strong fundamental performance. These investments come with all the perks of stocks trading for hundreds of dollars a share, but they won't cost you an arm and a leg. And at under $10, these stocks have major upside potential. Have major upside potential. Have major upside potential. These stocks have major upside potential. Bank of America analysts have shifted through the market to identify 8 high-quality, low-priced stocks under $10. I wonder when this article was produced, so let's go back to the top and see when it was edited. It was edited July 27th, 2026. So last night, right? Itaú Unibanco Holding SA, ticker ITUB, 21% implied upside. Banco Bradesco SA, BBD, 44%. Companhia de Saneamento Básico do Estado de São Paulo, 25%. Blue Owl Capital Inc., 80%. Grab Holdings Limited, 57%. Full Truck Alliance Co. Limited, 23%. Gerdau SA, 14%. Ultra Par Participacos SA, 15%. Based on July 24th closing price and Bank of America analysts' price targets. Itaú Unibanco Holding SA. Itaú Unibanco is a top Brazilian bank and financial services provider that accounts for a leading share of Brazil's commercial foreign exchange market. The bank also provides financial products and services throughout Latin America, such as asset management, investment banking, and insurance. Analyst Mario Pieri says Itaú is facing a difficult environment in Brazil that has included slowing revenue growth and normalization of asset quality. However, Pieri says the bank has de-risked its loan book, improved its efficiency ratio, and maintained a solid balance sheet. Bank of America has a buy rating and 10% $10 price target for Itaú stock, which closed at $8.28 on July 24th. Banco Bradesco S.A. Banco Bradesco is Brazil's leading private sector bank in several key segments, including insurance, leasing, private pension funds, and asset management. In April, Bradesco successfully completed the merger of its healthcare assets with Odontoprev and executed a reverse initial public offering for the new entity. Brad Saudi S.A. Pieri says deferred tax asset consumption, efficiency improvements, and better microeconomic environment will help further improve Bradesco's return on equity. The company aims to reach a 40% efficiency ratio in 2028. Bank of America has a buy rating and $5.20 price target for BBD stock, which closed at $3.6 on July 24th. Compañía de Saneamiento Básico do Estado de São Paulo. Sabesp is a Brazilian water and sewage utility company that provides water supply and sanitation services. The company's business involves all parts of the water life cycle, including water planning, processing, and infrastructure, as well as sewage collection, treatment, and disposal. Analyst Gustavo Faria says Sabesp's stock is attractively valued, trading at a 2026 estimated enterprise value to regulated asset base ratio of just 1.3. In addition, Faria says Sabesp is a more reliable, safer investment than Brazilian power company stocks. Bank of America has a buy rating and $7 price target for SBS stock, which closed at $5.61 on July 24th. Interesting. Blue Owl Capital Inc. Blue Owl Capital is an alternative asset management firm that provides attractive financing and capital solutions to investment management firms and their portfolio companies. It manages several business development companies, including BDC, right? Business development companies, including Blue Owl Capital Corp, Blue Owl Technology Income Corp, and Blue Owl Capital Corp 2. Analyst Craig C. Gantler says Blue Owl's fundraising is currently transitioning through a temporary lull period, and sponsor activity has been muted. However, Sigan Taylor says Blue Owl's stock is significantly undervalued based on his 2028 earnings estimates. Bank of America has a buy rating and $17 price target for OWL stock, which closed at $9.45 on July 24th. Grab Holdings Limited, Grab. Grab is a leading super app in Southeast Asia, providing services such as deliveries, mobility, and digital financial services to millions of customers in Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, and the Philippines, Cambodia, and Myanmar. The Grab app connects billions of users, drivers, and merchants, and the company generates revenue via commissions on transactions. Analyst Sachin Salgaonkar says Grab's priority is profitable growth in both its deliveries and mobility businesses. He says the company's super app status creates opportunities for cross-selling, total addressable market expansion, and flywheel-driven growth. Flywheel-driven growth. Bank of America has a buy rating and 5.20 price target for Grab stock, which closed at $3.31 on July 24th. I've never been to Thailand, Vietnam, or Indonesia. I've been to Singapore twice, maybe 3 times. Twice. I think 3 times. I think 3 times. I don't know, maybe twice. And Malaysia once. At the time, I didn't use any Grab because there was no internet, mobile internet at all. Full Truck Alliance Co. Limited. Full Truck Alliance is a leading digital freight platform in China that facilitates shipments by connecting shippers with truckers. The company generates profits from freight matching businesses, including the spreads on its freight brokerage services, transaction service fees, and subscription membership fees for freight listings. Spreads, interesting expression, including the spreads on its freight brokerage services. Analyst Tan Sao says Full Truck Alliance is positioned for accelerating earnings growth and projects roughly 20% compound annual net income growth through 2028. So says the company's strong growth and attractive valuation make it an excellent investment opportunity. Bank of America has a buy rating and $11.30 price target for YMM stock, which closed at $9.21 on July 24th. Gerdau SA. Gerdau is a Brazilian steel producer that specializes in long steel products and operates throughout the Americas. The company also runs a major scrap metal recycling operation. Analyst Kyle Ribeiro says steel producer earnings in the second quarter of 2026 and beyond will reflect stronger volumes, higher commodity prices, and elevated profitability in North America, and he expects Gerdau to be a standout within the group. Expect to be a standout within the group. Ribeiro says Gerdau is reporting impressive results across all its divisions, a trend which he expects to continue. Bank of America has a buy rating and 5.5 price target for GGB stock, which closed at $4.41 on July 24th. Ultra Par Participações. Ultra Par Participações is a leading Brazilian energy, mobility, and logistics infrastructure conglomerate. The company's major subsidiaries include its Ipiranga fuel station network, its Ultragaz liquefied petroleum gas distributor, and its Ultracargo independent liquid bulk storage provider. Analyst Leonard Marcondes says a healthier Brazilian fuel distribution environment coupled with higher near-term margins will lead to improved cash generation for Ultrapar in 2026. He is bullish on Ultrapar's deleveraged balance sheet and strong operating performance, and says the company has the flexibility to prioritize shareholder returns. Bank of America has a buy rating and 7.40 price target, 50%. $7.40 price target for UGP stock, which closed at $6.43 on July 24th. So it introduced many stock portfolio, mainly the Brazilian stocks. One Chinese stock is interesting, but they looked a little bit stupid. And I'm gonna let some of my chicks operate. Thanks for listening. Have a great time. But before we go, let's go back and see what I marked down to remember. To be a standout within a group. To be a standout within a group, including the spreads on its financial transactions, brokerage services. Flywheel-driven growth. These stocks have major upside potential. Cost you an arm and a leg. Thanks for listening. Have a great time. Bye-bye.